I didn't understand it in a way because that door was always right there. But once I made the decision and I sat down and I locked in, that door opened up to a whole bunch of information. That's what happened. The door opened up to a whole bunch of information. That door opened up to reality. That door opened up to the truth of what's happening at the moment. That door opened up, and now I'm like, oh, you know, I'm locked in. Oh snap! This is for real, for real. For me, it became an addiction. For me, it became an addiction now, is because now I'm one of those type of people that once I start something, once I start it, I ain't gonna stop until I accomplish and then I achieve it. And I feel like that's with anybody that's goal driven. You become obsessed over the mission. You become obsessed over the idea of completing that goal. You know, I'm very competitive. I'm very competitive. I have a competitive type of mentality. I'm one of those type of people where if you tell me I can't, I'm one of those type of people that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you. Don't be shy. Let's take a ride. What's up, YouTube world? You're now tuned into Scenario the Illustrator. I'm back again with another video. And the topic I'll be touching on today is, now that I'm doing YouTube, I realized the amount of time I was wasting. Yeah, you heard it. The amount of time that I was wasting. Okay, Scenario, what do you mean by that? Okay, boom, let's dive off into it. Well, what do I mean by that? Now that I'm doing YouTube and I realize the amount of effort and time that I have to put in to accomplish the goals that I have laid out for me, I realize I've been wasting time for a very long time. I've been wasting a lot of time. Like, you know, putting together videos opened up my mind in so many ways to a point where I'm like, wow, like, I really got to put effort into this. I'm one of those types of people that when I do something, I set a goal out, I lock in. I don't just lock in and just do it. It's a learning process that you go through when you start doing certain things. It's a learning process. You start to understand, and your mind starts to open up to things that you didn't think that your mind would open up to. In a way, like, whoa, like, this is serious. Like I start to realize things that had nothing to do with YouTube. I start looking at other people, what they do and what they daily routine and their habits. I started to realize that I didn't have certain time for people to talk to when they would hit me up on the phone and conversate. You know, it's not that I'm pushing people back and keeping them right where they need to be kept. It's more of, if the conversation doesn't pertain to what I'm doing or the direction that I'm going, I realize that time, that it could be 15, 20 minutes I could be putting towards what I'm chasing after, that I could have kept to myself instead of handing it over. You know, I'm not just one of those type of selfish people that, you know, okay, I'm doing something, I don't want to talk, because I know everybody go through something and they need somebody to talk to from time to time. But if it's just some random things that doesn't mean, has no substance, and it ain't helping, really, you just calling me just to see what I'm up to and just blowing through time, and it doesn't do anything to uplift or play a part into elevating. I'm being truthful. I ain't got time for it. I don't got time for it. You know, I talk from time to time to my pops, you know, because we recently got back in contact with each other. So, you know, he drops a lot of game on me. He drops a lot of gems on me. And we spend hours and hours, and I take the conversations that me and him have and I re-rock it and I break it down in segments and I make videos out of it. You know, I really utilize my time on everything, because the goal is to accomplish, get monetized, and put this channel together and move forward and build more channels and have different sources of income coming in from different areas. But in the process of me building something, you know, I know for a fact that time is what I need. The time is what I need. I need that time. That my time is precious. You know, to a lot of people, if you haven't woke up and even found your purpose, if you haven't found your purpose and you don't know what your purpose is and what you're here for and what you want out of life, and you don't have no goals, I did it myself. I'm guilty of it. You're gonna spend you're gonna be wasting a lot of time. You're gonna be wasting a lot of time. I didn't did that, This is something serious that I decided to do and dove off into, and I realized I need my time. That time, even if you in a relationship with a female, you start to realize, hold on, she looking for that love and affection. She looking for that attention. She looking for that reassurance. Then you start to realize, well, I got all this I gotta do too. I got a million things I gotta do. I don't really, I love you and everything. If you're gonna help me get this done, we can bond that way. You get what I'm saying? I gotta lock in. You can help me that way. You can help me get what I need to get taken care of, get to where I need to go. You can help me that way. That's how we can bond. We can bond through the things that I love to do. In the process of me bonding and doing the things that I love to do, hopefully, she can find her footing in her situation where she can be like, okay, I understand you. And she can dive off into it. That's how we really gonna lock in and connect. The things that I like, she like. The things I'm into, she into. The direction I'm going, she going the same direction. That's how you bond. I feel like in relationships, a lot of people, you can be in a whole relationship, right? You can be in a whole relationship, and I feel like a lot of relationships don't work out. It's because it's either or a person haven't figured themselves out, or they haven't found they purpose. They just dealing with each other. They just around each other, and that's how the problems sneak in and create that wedge in between. And that's how because the world is it's a spiritual warfare going on out here. It's spiritual warfare for real. So I'm looking at the situation in the way that, when people start to wake up and open their eyes, they look at the bonding. You bond with the people that closest to you. And when you bond with them, when you're going in a direction, that's what makes the union, that's what makes the relationship tighter. That's what makes the relationship tighter. That's what makes everything situated in a way where it's not a problem, where the problems can sneak in. The problems of course, it's gonna always be problems out here in the world. But I feel like once a person sit down and start to realize, I need my time. That time is precious, because the time we can't get back. Once you waste that time, we can't get back. I realize that more than ever just by me putting these videos together. Like, damn, like it's time consuming, but I know it's gonna trickle into the future. It's gonna mean something for me for the future. When you understand what the timing is, especially when you putting a play together. When you out here in this world and you haven't really realized what you really want for yourself, when you putting the play together, you haven't realized in so many words, in so many ways that, you haven't actually realized that time is precious. That time is precious. You gotta combine your mind, you gotta combine your spirit, you gotta combine your physical, you gotta combine your health. It's a combination of everything that ties into it, especially when you understand what needs to be done. Because in order for you to accomplish your goals in life, you have to understand what needs to be done. And time is one of those things that is precious. A lot of people don't respect their time. A lot of people is twiddling their thumbs. A lot of people is dragging their feet. A lot of people ain't got that battery in their back. A lot of people is moving around clueless about what they really truly capable of. Once I start shooting these videos and once I start really diving off into this YouTube, and I start to realize, like, hold on. I didn't understand it in a way because that door was always right there. But once I made the decision and I sat down and I locked in, that door opened up to a whole bunch of information. That's what happened. The door opened up to a whole bunch of information. That door opened up to reality. That door opened up to the truth of what's happening at the moment. That door opened up, and now I'm like, oh, I'm locked in. Oh snap! This is for real. For me, it became an addiction. For me, it became an addiction now, is because now I'm one of those type of people that once I start something, once I start it, I ain't gonna stop until I accomplish and then I achieve it. And I feel like that's with anybody that's goal driven. You become obsessed over the mission. You become obsessed over the idea of completing that goal. I'm very competitive. I have a competitive type of mentality. I'm one of those type of people where if you tell me I can't, I'm one of those type of people that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you. I gotta bring it to you. I gotta prove what you tell me what I can't do. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna show you through proof. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you through proof. I'm not gonna just tell you. I gotta show you through proof. And how do I show you through proof? Just guess. How do I show you through proof? Preserving my time. Giving my time. Something so basic. It sounds so basic, but it's really not. It sounds so basic, but it's really not. It's time. You gotta put that time in. You gotta get them reps in. You gotta get them reps in. If you want to work out, if you want a different body, if you want a different lifestyle, you gotta invest. You gotta preserve that time. You can't waste no more time. You gotta put all your time into to showing that improvement. Once that thought popped into your head, now you gotta go instantly to go look for them. Do I really even got the time for this? That's why a lot of people don't achieve their goals and accomplishments in life, is because it's the time. Like a lot of people, of course, I done been around people that wanted to do this, do YouTube, make videos. I done been around people like that, but they ain't got the time. They got kids. They got a 9 to 5. Then they go through this stage of damn. They'll start, then they realize, oh, this is for real. This is for real. This is not a joke. This is something that I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in on this. This is for real. This ain't a joke. I gotta get busy. And now I gotta fight. It's a dog fight with doing this, especially if you gotta split your time up with everybody. Especially when you got, one thing I realized, if you one of those top people out there that have a bunch of people, friends and associates, and oh my God, I can imagine what problems is about to come. You gotta cut a lot of people off. You gotta let a lot of people know, hey, look, man, check this out. I ain't got that type of time. I gotta do this. The more I'm giving y'all attention and time, the more I'm just taking away from what I know, what I gotta be doing for myself. It's taking away time and attention for me knocking out what I need to knock out. How do I know? Because I'm in a situation right now. Where I'm like, damn, I need undivided attention for myself. I need undivided attention for myself. In order for me to accomplish this goal and really lock in and get what I need to get done and taken care of, I need undivided attention for myself. I gotta lock in, because I know right now, I'm building in the dark. Right now, I'm putting the play in the dark. I'm putting the play together by myself right now. Not saying that, people can't help. It's just right now I need to prove to myself. And in order for me to prove to myself, I need to preserve and protect the time. The time is everything. Can't waste no more time. I have to have a strict schedule. I gotta have a strict schedule. I have to have clarity. Certain foods that I can't eat is because it'll put me down. So I gotta stay away from the sugars, because it'll put me down. I gotta back up for certain habits, because it'll put me down. It'll interfere, cut into my time, and I can't waste that time. I didn't realize it. I'm like, damn, everything is calculated at this point. Every move is a calculated step. This ain't no joke when it comes to building something from scratch. But if you understand it, through God, He gonna teach you. He gonna lock you in. He gonna be like, okay, He picks and chooses His soldiers. That's for sure. Everybody really chosen to a degree, but some people also fall short in life. Facts. Some people fall short in life. It happens a lot. You can't be out here wasting time when you should be out here working on yourself. Just because, certain people's in a comfortable space, that's cool. But life is gonna keep happening. Life ain't gonna happen, and so what's the best thing to do is to preserve your time and prepare for whatever the case may be, but enjoy the ride. Have fun with this and enjoy the ride. You know, always remember, always have God. Always have God. Always believe in God. Always believe in something bigger than you, because that's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you on point. That's what keeps you locked in. That's what keeps you preserving your time. Give your time to the things, to the universe. Give your time to the things that's in the universe, for the universe to give you in return the energy and the power and the understanding to know who you are, what your purpose is, why you here. It took me a while to figure this out. I ain't gonna lie, I was giving my time away. That's why it took a while. I had to go through hell and back just to get to this point of philosophy, because I asked them so many times, like, why this happened, why that happened? Because I was wasting my time. I didn't realize that I was pouring into other people's cup when I should have been pouring into my own. When I should have been pouring into my own. I should have respected my time. See, when people you around and there's problems and issues that's going on out there, and it's constant battles and the fight and the arguments, because these are the type of people that you shouldn't have been giving your time to. These people have to understand that the philosophy and understanding that you eventually came about and you stumbled upon, they got to go through it too if they want better for themselves. That's if they want better for themselves. Some people, their destiny is their destiny. Their destiny is their destiny. What you got to do is take care of what you need to take care of. You got to lock in on what you need to lock in. And when you pop out, you come back different. You ain't the same no more. You're going to have this philosophy for the rest of your life. You're going to understand that you would never waste your time again. And whoever's around you, they gonna lock in too. And that's how you grow and build, you move as a team. That's how you move as a team. That's how you move as a unit. But this was just something that was on my mind and on my heart. I had to get it off my chest. Remember, in the comment section below, put some topics that I can touch to the best of my ability and keep this motion going. Remember, stay 10 toes down, keep your head on a swivel, and stay blessed. It's your boy Scenario. I'm checking out. Peace.